Braylon, what are you looking
Come
at?
on. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. There we go.
Alright,
Oh,
alright,
oh.
alright, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the Talk to Us podcast. So,
Yeah,
talk to
Talk
us.
to us.
Essentially, what
Completely different production.
yeah,
once again.
exactly. So,
No affiliation to that other nobody.
100%, 100%. Here we have, Sensio, Braylon,
Hello.
and me. And no Brody this time, because, we killed him. So, today we're gonna be talking about culture appropriation. So, Braylon, what's culture appropriation?
It is the idea of having a cultural standard to a specific race.
And so, Cynthia, what do you think culture appropriation is?
Cultural appropriation is when you take traditions of one culture that you aren't a part of, and you take it as your own.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guess in that sense.
So, yeah. All right. Anyway, so in our quest to find out what culture appropriation is, we decided to watch 3 videos. One, and they're all gonna be over this dude who goes into these to universities, and he asks a bunch of college students if something is racist or not by the costume they're wearing. So there's one part where this dude wears a Mexican costume and he asks people what they think, and another one is the same dude wears a Chinese costume and that's what people think, and the other one is an Indian. Like, he goes to an Indian reservation or something.
Native American.
Native American. Get it right.
Sorry, Native American.
Right, you know.
And then he asks what culture appropriation is, yada yada, and yeah. So how this is gonna work is that every single person here is gonna have a turn on the canvas, and we're just gonna talk about stuff. So, welcome back to Talk to Us, and let's get started.
This video we watched was about cultural appropriation in Mexico, and what made this one a slight bit different than the other ones. Well, especially the Native American one. The Chinese one and this one were way similar. But okay. Anyways, what made this one different was the responses, because I feel like these responses were more tame and kind of explaining what they thought about it instead of just straight up death threats or something. Yeah. That glasses lady really pissed me off for one.
Wait, why?
Dude, because okay, let me explain. So the glasses lady, which you could throw up a picture of her in that picture, and you could just see she reminds me of Stephanus from Spit Out, and I just wanted to picture them.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a very good person.
I don't know, she just gave a weird presence. But anyway, she's like, you don't know what it means to wear this. You don't know what culture this is. You're not a part of it. And then bro literally just said I got this from Mexicans, and she was like, oh really? Shut up.
Yeah. And what were the other people's responses when you went to that Mexican street?
The actual Mexicans that were in Olvera Street were extremely positive. They even joked around with it. For example, there's this one guy playing the guitar. He came up to, or not, it wasn't the guitar guy, it was the really old one. And he was just like, dude, does my outfit offend you? And he was like, no, you look good. And then he was joking around about his mustache and it not being original. And so I thought that was pretty cool because, how do you even find that image? Cynthia, what do you think about that video?
I mean, I think it summarizes how people view cultural appropriation pretty well. I think generally there's some individuals who are quick to get offended for a certain demographic of people, just because, for no apparent reason. Yeah, just like that guy right there.
You look like Matt Walsh in this.
He looks really like.
Do you guys think the Mexicans love this man right here?
Oh, okay, if you're looking like statistically, yes, because
Don't you
We're
find that?
talking-
Don't you find that a little interesting though? Like,
No.
That was sad.
what is this in a holy?
Where did you
apocalypse?
find this? What did you? Oh my gosh. What am I looking at? What are you searching up to find these pictures?
What? What is your search history right now? Okay, so you're like basically full-blood Mexican, right?
I'd like to think so. Well, I'm not born from Mexico, but what's it called? My parents are from Mexico. Well, my mom is. Like, she was fully born.
What would
raised.
you?
The reason I'm asking is because I want to know what your personal standpoints are. If I were to wear like a poncho and a sombrero and walk around with maracas and have a T-shirt with a dead relative with wings on it, like, would
Dude,
you be offended?
No, I think that it'd be hard. Like this guy right here. So, then the other one we watched too was this dude was walking. So the same dude was around this college campus, and he was wearing a Chinese getup, and gosh, and he was wearing a Chinese getup, and asking a bunch of people if they think his getup is racist. So, we got a lot of like varied answers, but they're mostly all the same. A bunch of random people think it was really offensive just because it's not a part of their culture, which is I think is genuinely ridiculous. One dude said, the lady with the glasses says it's racist. Another person says someone's culture isn't a costume. There's another part that I found really ridiculous was there's this black dude. He didn't even know what a Chinese person was. He called them Japanese. I think that already speaks volumes as to like if his opinion is valid or not. And it isn't.
And then there were 3 instances where one guy just straight up went up to him, shook his hand, and then called him a naughty word,
Yeah.
and then just walked away. Didn't argue or anything, just called him a naughty word and walked away.
Mm-hmm. This white dude also says he can't wear Chinese clothes because it's from a different culture. So I 100%.
Which I still think that's just a stupid argument.
Yeah, I know.
Like the whole point of America
people
is to celebrate culture.
Exactly, and I think a lot of the clothes we wear derive from different cultures in general. Like the poncho, dude, today I literally saw a white dude with a big buckle and a freaking big truck and boots wear a poncho, when I'm pretty sure that derived from Mexico. So isn't that
like
cultural
literally
appropriation?
just because my Rick Owens were made from a white guy doesn't mean a black guy can't wear them.
100%, and like the Balenciaga.
They can't drip down in the Balenci's.
Yeah. So in the Balenciaga, like I can wear like a homeless fit, and it'd be culture like appropriation, but I'll be like, no, it's my Balenciaga.
You think homeless people would get mad if you pull up
with the Balenciaga fit, if you pull up with the Balenciaga jeans in front of Skid Row in Los Angeles, would that be culture appropriation to the homeless people? I don't think so.
Or if I show up to the O Block,
yeah,
with skinny jeans that look like leggings, then
yeah,
I'll probably get some.
Dude, Sensio, do you think the clothes that he was wearing was offensive? I know you're not Chinese, but you are Filipino, so I guess that's like of Asian descent. I guess so. It's like around that ballpark. Do you think the outfit he was wearing was racist?
I mean, I don't think it is. I mean,
why do you think that?
It's part of their history, with like the rice farmer hat and all.
Mm-hmm.
Something that they've worn for like a very long time.
Mm-hmm. So, Sensio, what did you think of the Indian one? Because we watched the 3 videos. So, what did you think of the third one, the Native American one?
It was in a pretty different format than the other 2. he just interviewed a bunch of people who were working there at that Native American museum.
One thing I noticed like
Yeah.
pretty quickly is that the natives are really well-spoken people.
Yeah, they're like really smart.
Yeah, they're
They, know,
like
they definitely know what they're talking about.
100%. They think like people that weren't of native descent think like logos like the Redskins. Like the Redskins thought it was really offensive. Which I mean, to be fair, I think it's kind of dumb. I mean, who even likes the Commanders at this point? I mean, they have Jaden Daniels, so they're chill, but
The Commanders is not as cool as the Redskins.
100%. So I don't know. I don't think a bunch of people who probably don't even know much about football should be complaining about
He's back.
He's back.
Oh no. I see multiplying.
Oh my god, is he multiplying? No. No. Why is he multiplying? So do you think someone who looks like this should be allowed to judge other people's culture? Like, people that look like this said the Redskins logo was bad because it's a redskin.
You know, I don't think anyone should be allowed to judge another culture.
Oh my god.
So,
At one point in the documentary, someone said something really interesting, and I think it's like, I guess, a good
yeah, he
topic
said
of discussion.
disrespecting your culture isn't what you should aim to do when you're representing another one, you know. And a really good example that he said was that mankind would not be here today without without cultural appropriation.
100%, and that's the same part
The example
of
of
yup.
with the example of fire, because you know, how would the idea of, or not the idea, but you know,
The
having
invention of
fire, how would that have spread to like around, you know, humanity?
Alright, Cynthia, after watching those 3 videos, I want you to draw me what a Chinese person looks like.
All right, so start with the head right here.
Okay.
Very blocky head. There
Minecraft
you go.
Steve.
Looks the exact same. Okay, we're gonna give this guy a nice robe. You know.
Okay.
Oh.
Dang, okay,
A little
that's
patch.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
We'll get a hand right here.
Uh-huh.
And
Foot
another
hand.
hand.
It does look like feet.
Okay, hold on.
No, you should have left it.
We can't have that. We can't have that. There we go.
That's
That looks like
better.
a McDonald's nugget.
In comparison.
It's looking a pretty good
Give him
drawing.
Give him some sandals.
Bro, why are you so good at drawing?
Fucking penguin feet.
Okay.
We'll give him a rice hat. You know? Hold on, wait, I gotta make this a little bigger. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that is heat.
That's actually pretty dang good.
This is like really high on his head. Hold on.
What's his face
Okay.
look like?
That's my job.
Out of way! Out of way! Alright. Alright, Braylon. Draw me a native person.
Alright, hold on. Let me get the pin. Okay, so we got a head.
Mhm.
Then we'll put some feathers on its head.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, is that his hat?
Yeah, it's his little hat.
Is that his nose?
Oh my god, we just got an absolute honker.
Give him a little spear.
Looks like a hammer.
There we go.
Okay.
Then we'll give him a little fur coatling.
Okay.
And then we'll give him a baby buffalo.
Oh, he's holding it?
He's holding a baby buffalo.
Who was that one rapper that was holding the baby by with one hand?
Future?
Yeah. It's like how Future holds his baby. What, Braylon, what is that? What is he wearing?
It's a little cloth string.
Like caveman. It cancels out.
And yeah, there's my job.
Out of the way, out of the way.
You know, can you draw us a wonderful
And he
picture
realized, and he draws a wonderful picture
of a Mexican person?
of a Mexican person.
A Mexican person, okay. Okay, so we got, so you got this little blob thing, right? And you got that. Okay, that's his hat. Sombrero.
Tough his yellow hat.
Yeah. You got his arms.
Long hair.
Is he just like straight legs? What am I looking at?
Wait, hold on. I'm drawing him. I'm drawing him. Okay,
He
shut
looks
up.
like Mike Wazowski.
Well, I'm drawing him.
And his arms are connected to his knees. Oh, is that a mustache?
Yeah. Man,
Mustache.
okay, and then that's his. You got his arms.
There we go.
Okay, and so since he's a Mexican, he's a pretty hard worker, right? So he's working in the construction site, and like he's working on the farm and stuff. So he's like hella jacked. Some big old biceps.
Give him a accordion.
He's not naked, but like you can see it through his shirt. How he has like a six pack, and then
Dang, dude, he's tough. This guy's so ripped.
you gotta get him some boots.
Yeah, make him jump it, actually.
Okay. This is him jumping over the border, and then this is the border right here.
Dang, he just hopped that shit. He pole vaulted over it.
Yeah. So this is him.
Next, you.
This is him making the jump to freedom. 'Cause, you know, you love freedom, and then he's got his horse is sitting back there.
I already know what's coming.
His horse is sitting back there, and and then
Horse.
and then you got.
Oh yeah, horse. What's he so happy about?
I don't know, bro, but he's seeing how his owner's jumping over to freedom. So like, and then he got some AKs, and then some AKs, and then hold on, he's got his sugar. It's just it's over there.
Sugar.
It's a sugar.
Yeah, sugar.
Oh no, wait, he has a Corona.
Yep, hamburger.
He's gotta have his preferred drink.
Hamburger.
His preferred method of hydration.
No, you need that Dos Equis.
Dude,
Actually, give him the Dos Equis in the other hand.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's bringing his culture to the land of the free. So
No cultural appropriation here.
Yeah, culture appropriation this, culture appropriation that. Dos Equis.
yeah, and then hold on, we got freedom over here. We got
We got
freedom over
cultural
here.
integration. Let's go.
Yeah, we got freedom over here.
Ham- Don't forget hamburger. The sound of freedom is a sweet slab of meat on a stove.
What else is American? Oh yeah, fat people. Land of the free, baby. And then what else we got? Oh yeah, we got
Hey.
we got American football. We got we got American football.
Oh my god. How do I get them off?
Ah!
Oh no! No! No!
Oil drugs.
I think this is my drawing, fellas. I think this is it.
It's not even a drawing.
This is like a compilation.
That concludes the Talk to Us podcast. Yeah. And any closing statements?
It's truly one of the productions of all time, I think.
Yeah. Brandon, you have any closing
If
thoughts?
I had to say anything about this podcast, it's definitely the podcast of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely one of the podcasts of all time. Yeah.
Alright, well, yeah.
Also, free Palestine, free TK,
Free Diddy.
R.I.P. Pope Francis.